and welcome back to the Bro You Haven't podcast with me, Jessica the Brave Harding, Wolf Aitken, and Adam Claydon. This week we will be talking about a game that defined a generation, what some call the best RPG of all time and a fantasy epic. One thing's for sure though, they are milking this all the way up to Sovngarde. Alexa, play Skyrim.
Welcome back to Skyrim, adventurer. You were standing at a crossroads deciding where to go.
Welcome back to take 2 of Season 2.
Take 2? What are you talking about? This is the first time we've recorded this.
Adam's a little bitch, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam's a bitch. I hate him. The pod's over. Adam's kicked out. It's just going to be me and Josh, and it's going to be called JJJ, the podcast. Actually, that's not a terrible idea.
Oh, why don't we talk to JJ about what happened the first time when we got 30 minutes into a fucking recording and it stops working? Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that first?
Why don't we just talk to Napoleon over here?
Is that you? Is that me?
Am I supposed to be Napoleon? Who's...
Was that him? Was that me? Am I Napoleon Bonaparte?
William Wallace.
Adam's Napoleon, because he's short and he's nothing but a bully.
Pardon?
You're a fake and a phony and I wish I'd never laid eyes on you.
I want to know a fun fact. Today at my work, I drove past graffiti, and it was the full of a side of a house in a small village near me, and it said... police turn back now, this is Wallace country.
Oh my god.
Like as in William Wallace. Weird as fuck. I was like, what?
Please tell me it was written in like red.
Blue.
Or something.
No, it was like black, cheap black spray paint.
The youths, the local oiks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do have to apologise before we start.
I want to hear this apology.
I just want to say, Adam's not a little bitch, alright? I'm the little bitch. He's been giving me a hard time because last week we recorded half an hour's worth of footage and my laptop decided to turn off and I lost all of it.
Last week? It was last night?
Last night, mate.
Oh yeah, shit.
It was yesterday. It was literally yesterday.
It's okay. These things happen, and although I was a bit angry at the time, and I sent various people some very angry voice notes.
Various people? Whoa, hang on.
I'm confused, Adam, because the voice note you sent me wasn't angry. It was, in fact, quite seductive.
Oh la la.
It was seductive, you're right. I'll tell you what, when you hear the jingle that I've made this week for the new section of the podcast, you will feel that seduction coming right through.
Ooh.
Coming right through.
Coming right through.
Bro You Haven't podcast coming in your ears.
Today, yesterday, and every day.
Dripping both in and out of your ears.
So, what are we talking about today / yesterday, as if I don't already know?
It's deja vu.
Dovakin, do-do-do-do-do, na-na-na, na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na.
It's the Elder Scrolls 5. It's Skyrim, babes.
We're rimming the sky, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Back in Todd Howard's pants for a second day in a row.
It's really funny. I'm continuing my my podcast persona of Bad Boy Rebel because I didn't do any prep for yesterday when we did it. And I was given an extra 24 hours because JJ fucked it, and I still
I love that.
have done no prep. Yeah. So it's all ladies and gentlemen at home, it's all off the cuff, all live.
We don't need prep. It's Skyrim. Everybody knows Skyrim. That's a good point. Everybody knows Skyrim. Even like non-gamers go like, oh yeah, I played Skyrim though.
It's been ported onto everything, that's why.
Well, I've said this before, I feel like, but this is the game that I actually own the most.
Yes.
I've got 4 copies of this game. I've got it on Xbox 360. I've got it on PlayStation 4. I've got it on Nintendo Switch, and I believe it's on the Xbox One as well.
That says the Skyrim count. How many copies do you have, JJ?
I have it on the Xbox 360 and I have it on the PlayStation 4. So just the two. I think I had the same rule with Dragon's Dogma where like if I own a game more than once, I'm not going to get it for the Switch.
Well, I have bought Skyrim basically twice for every generation and then plus another 2. So I bought it.
Why?
Why have you bought it twice? I don't understand that. Did it break?
Because I used to switch between. So like I had an Xbox 360 and I had it on that, and then my friends went to PS3, so I went to PS3 and bought Skyrim, and then I had an Xbox One and I bought it on that. But then, when I moved to uni and sold my Xbox One for rent money,
Been there.
my dad gave me his Xbox 360, and then I bought it for that, and then I bought it again for the PS4, and then I bought it for the Switch. So however many that was,
Wow, that's a lot.
is how many V-Bucks I've put in Todd Howard's pocket.
And of course, I've got Skyrim, a very special edition, on the Alexa.
You've got the Skyrim Hentai edition?
You know it, son. Sagai? Uh-huh.
I don't, man. That was hot.
Oh, Sagai.
All right. Can you say notice me senpai, but in this like the Winterhold guard voice?
Oh, okay.
Do the impression first, and then say notice me senpai.
There's, my brother's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty. Notice me, senpai.
That was good. That was good.
Oh, there's the other one. My brother's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
I like the Oblivion guard impression you do. That's my favourite.
Pay the fine! Go back to Oblivion where you belong, vampire.
They're so intense.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
If you are listening to the podcasts and you're binging them, you will have heard him do that impressions 9 minutes ago in the previous podcast.
Did I do that on last time? Oh my god, sad.
Yeah. Quality control right here. I know.
Keeping it fresh, keeping it new. It's Adam.
Hang on, boys. I got another one.
Okay, do a different one.
Do you get to the Cloud District often? What am I saying? Of course you don't.
Ha. I don't remember that one.
You don't remember? Oh my god. I'd sell my own mother if she was, something.
One more, Adam.
No, I can't think of any.
Khajiit has whales.
Oh, what? Oh, there's a certain Khajiit.
I don't know.
Maik and Maik's father were also called Maik, but you never could trust a liar.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skyrim.
Whoosh Roda!
Whoosh Roda!
So, should we talk about Mr. Todd Howard?
Yes, let's go.
As long as you're certain he's not listening.
Shit, okay.
Because we'd bitch about him, and if we ever met him in real life, we'd be like, oh my god, Todd, I love you so much, you made my favourite game.
Your chances of being assaulted by Todd Howard are always slim, but never zero.
Never zero.
He's got an unusually high voice.
No, he's just got a standard American voice, hasn't he, really?
What's wrong with that, Adam?
I made a new game! It's called Skyrim! It has over 2,000 hours worth of content!
Here's a hot fan theory. Todd Howard is actually two small children in a mocap suit.
Each named Todd and Howard.
Yeah, Todd and Howard.
And the Todd is Todd Flanders.
There you go.
And Howard...
It's Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. Okay, I'm going to do this right now on here because I feel like this is the best place to do it. But do you remember that night we were playing Warzone and we sang the Duck song to the tune of Guns N' Roses?
Yes.
Let me start, okay.
Okay.
Duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bow, bow, bow.
Got
any gray? Whoa, and he waddled away.
You have no idea. That makes me
when he waddled away.
Fathomably uncomfortable when I hear that, and I don't know why. Like it makes my whole body like shake.
It's amazing. That's my favourite thing to do. Copyright.
So what did you want to say about Todd Howard, Adam?
What did I want to say about Todd Howard? Oh, I said it all yesterday.
Sorry.
Okay, so Todd Howard didn't always work for Bethesda, guys. He didn't.
No.
In fact, he got turned away when he first came. But he, as a kid, he would play Bethesda games, and he said his favourite game as a kid was the Wayne Gretzky hockey game made by Bethesda. So it's an ice hockey game, and on the game they had printed the address for Bethesda Studios. So he literally rocked up on the door, banging on the door, going, "Give me a job," and they were like, "No." So he eventually made more games and then found his way into Bethesda. But I just found it so funny that he just like marched up to the door, like banged on the going, "Give me a job."
Oh my god, boys, I'm so sorry I lost this footage.
What footage?
The sex tape.
The Bro You Haven't sex tape. At Bro You Haven't at onlyfans.com. Right, okay, so the lead up to Skyrim, so like the ads, like Josh, you'd played Oblivion before. That was amazing. That was incredible.
Go on.
That was a thum on its own. Josh, you'd played Oblivion before, I played Oblivion before, so when I saw the gameplay for Skyrim and it was in Bleak Falls Barrow, I was mesmerized. It was so gorgeous. It was just like, it was the lighting, the graphics at the time as well, I remember just being freaking incredible. And I was so excited. Todd Howard himself, like, leading you through Bleak Falls Barrow.
Lies.
I really liked, remember the cinematic trailer where the guy fought the dragon and he had the kind of horned helmet on?
Yeah.
If you faced a dragon with that on in the game, you'd probably perish.
Yeah, 100%.
It depends how skillful you are. Fun fact about the dragons. They're not actually dragons. What?
Yeah, they are.
They're cats.
Yeah, they're cats.
in a dragon machine, and they're inside on a little bike.
According to like old folklore, dragons have to have 4 legs.
Oh.
And in fact, they are wyverns. They're more like bats.
Well, there you go. All bats were called wyverns, and it was a wyvern man rather than Batman.
Wyvern man.
Ah!
Fighter of the Dragon Man.
There's a mod you can get, and you should all look it up, where it replaces all the dragons with Macho Man Randy Savage from WWE.
I like the Thomas the Tank Engine ones.
Yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine one's good.
Oh my god.
I always just get lightsabers in games with mods. I didn't Fallout and I didn't Skyrim 2, man. Just run around like a Jedi.
Assassin's Creed wasn't even a mod. You could, like, do it from the menu, couldn't you? You could get, like...
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Lightsaber weapons, yeah. So, Adam, you leading up to it, how did you discover Skyrim? Other than the fact that it was plastered all over the world.
I didn't play any Bethesda games before. Like, I've played Fallout 4 since, I've played Oblivion since and stuff like that. But
yeah,
this is the first Bethesda game I bought, and it was because it was in the game shops. Everywhere you went, it was just posters of this Viking slaying a fucking dragon, and I just thought, this is something I need to invest in. This is something I need to invest in 4 times.
The Viking aesthetic is definitely one of my favourite things about the game. I played, like you, Josh, I played Oblivion, and then I played Fallout 3, and on the lead up to Skyrim, I was like, I really want to play something, something Bethesda, because I've loved these two so far, so I got New Vegas in preparation for Skyrim, because I was waiting for it for like, 6 to 8, it was 8 months or something from the gameplay to the actual release?
Probably, yeah.
It's a long-ass time. It's a long-ass time. It
was released on the 11th.
It was, yeah.
That's a fun fact, isn't it? I like that one.
Yeah, 11-11-11.
What was your go-to beginning race in Skyrim? What was your favourite race?
I was very simple, and I just went with what I kind of looked like. So, the Khajiit. No, I went with the Nord.
A disgusting lizard man. I went for the Argonians.
My favourite race would probably be the 100-metre sprint.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
Get this man off the stage! Get off the stage!
You suck!
Am I right?
How about that airline food, huh?
So, how about that old coronavirus, huh?
A man walked into the bar.
Wish the virus would get my mother-in-law, huh?
Play Wonderwall, someone.
In Oblivion, I played as an Argonian. So I wanted something completely different for Skyrim, and I really wanted to go heavier into that kind of warrior class. Like, I love, like, two-handed axes and stuff like that. So I played a Nord.
Does the two-handed axe remind you of your father's penis?
He wishes it was two-handed.
Yeah, okay. I have to get one in every episode, Adam.
It's not one though. It's been about 8 so far.
He's made it so easy. No, for me, no matter how hard I try, I start every Skyrim campaign planning to do like a kind of magic run. I never ever do it. I always end up a stealth archer. Without fail, I'm a sneaky archer. You can't not do it.
Sneaky little boy.
Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete the Archer.
Sneaky Pete the Khajiit.
Hey.
That's genuinely what I named his character. Brilliant. Absolutely priceless. Mine was Jeskar the Brave.
I probably just called mine after me, and I just inhabited him and just thought...
Adam Claydon.
in the Nord.
Adam. What is your name, Nord? Adam.
I'm sorry. What am I in prison for? Can I speak to whoever's in charge, please?
I tell you what, my surname is actually Nordic.
Mine too, bitch.
Claydon.
It can climb.
I assume, right, that mine's the backstory I've gave my own surname is that long ago there was like 8 brothers and there were 8 kin.
8 kin, yeah, that's good.
Oh,
like
might have been actually. Might have been.
I like that.
Or you were a family of cannibals and you ate Ken.
I hope so.
It better be that one.
I think mine is just we were the clay merchants and then we were the dons of the clay, so...
Dude.
And JJ's must be...
Hardinger.
They invented the doorbell, and that's what they called that. Ding.
They did.
Hard ding.
Harding dong. It was Hardinger is a fjord and it means tough. It means tough person.
Shut up.
I'm not joking. So Josh, stealth archer, me. Actually, I'm actually kind of surprised by that.
Why?
You know, because you're a buff guy. You like working out.
Well, I like to play in a fantasy world where I'm small and hard to see.
Nice fantasy world where he isn't 6 foot.
Where I'm not 6 foot and handsome.
Whereas I'm so confident about my physical representation in the real world, I like to replicate it in video game and put myself into it.
That's it.
If he had the option to be a merchant in Skyrim, he would. He'd be like, no, I'm ignoring the Dragon Ball stuff.
I could so see you doing that.
I'd love that. I'd love a game where you could just go into a world where everything else is really fucking like magical and everyone's strong and you're just the guy who's there, who's just like getting you through it by accident.
I'd play
love that so much.
I'd play that.
How funny would that be?
Well, you might have a little surprise come our indie game book club.
Oh, I remember you mentioning this, actually.
Excellent. Well, we can't wait for Indie Game Book Club. Let's get through this episode first, though, shall we?
Okay, yes. So, the first 5 hours of the game, you've gone in, you're tied up for no reason, you get the whole, who are you thing.
Ah, you're finally awake.
You're finally awake.
Alfred Storm something.
Alfred Stormcloak. Alfred Stormcloak!
Isn't that Batman's butler? Isn't that Batman's butler?
Yeah, it's Alfred Stormcloak.
I've got to give the country back to the...
I've got to give the country back to the Nords, Master Wade.
I've got to give the country back to the Nords.
It's just Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Who did you guys side with when you started? Did you go Stormcloak and Imperial?
Stormcloak initially, and then you do the double bluff where you fuck everyone over.
Oh, can you do that?
Yeah, you can like do the double cross, can't you?
I've never done that.
Yeah, you can. You can also kill the entire, oh god, what they call the Dark Brotherhood.
I did that my last playthrough.
I did that too. It was class.
Right at the start of it. Basically, like, it's the thing where she kidnaps you and forces you to kill someone. You can just kill her and then go and report them, and you get like 10,000 gold to go and murder them all.
Isn't there like, is it Far Cry 3? Where you can start the game, and if you just do what he says, like, you complete the game in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, the game ends.
Far Cry 4.
Far Cry 4, he's like, oh, wait here. And obviously you don't, because you're like, it's a game, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
And then if you just wait there, like, nothing happens because you don't kill the person or, like, you don't start the conflict.
It comes back, and then he's like, oh yeah, and it just skips right to the end of the game, basically.
Yeah.
In Skyrim, all the NPCs, and obviously you can kill the Dark Brotherhood, you can kill the Imperials or whatever.
Kill most people.
There's a room in the game that's like specifically for the dead NPCs because they don't get rid of them from the game. They're still in the game. They're just dead. So they put them into this like weird room. And if you play on PC, you can type in a certain like command, and it takes you to this weird like cross-shaped room where all of the dead NPCs are just chilling.
Jesus, it's hell.
That's awful.
They're all wearing no clothes as well. They're all naked. They're all like, and they can still talk to you, but it's like a room of dead NPCs.
It's the afterlife.
If you kill Lydia, you can find her in the Hall of the Dead in Whiterun.
Oh, really? That's quite cool.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But I don't want to kill Lydia. I want to marry Lydia.
Yeah, you're a Lydia simp.
Of course you do, because you're a simp.
Lydia
You're
simp.
Lydia simp.
Shut up.
You didn't want to put any effort in, all right? And you were like, oh, I'm just going to go with the first girl I see. Oh, Lydia.
No, actually, Lydia wasn't the first one I saw.
No, I'm loyal. I'm loyal, okay?
Loyal?
The
Why?
first one you see is Camilla in that store where you get the golden claw, usually.
Yeah, to be fair, actually, yeah.
But if as soon as you get an amulet of Mara, odds are Lydia will probably be the first one to see it. Anyway, so the first 5 hours of the game.
Listen, do we ever follow a structure here, guys? Come on.
I know.
Ayla the Huntress for me. Ayla the Huntress is the GOAT, man.
Ayla the Huntress was the same for me as well. You had to quest. You had to quest like mad before she even like considered you.
Had to prove you were a mad killing machine.
Yeah, you had to go kill bears in shacks.
That's a bit of a grind, though, isn't it?
It's a good grind. It's the best kind of grind. It's a grind from your dad.
This is an advert for
man.
this whole podcast today was sponsored by NAMBLA, the North American Man Boy Love Association.
Yeah, I also went for Ayla the Huntress. Last time we recorded, and I lost it, very sorry, Josh was like, oh, Mjol the Lioness, I reckon JJ went for. And I did like her. She was gorgeous and blonde. And she was covered in steel armor, and that's what I look for in a woman.
As an aside, leave this in. But Adam, the vibes you're giving me right now, have you ever seen that like edit on YouTube of Steve Harvey on Family Fortune? It's Steve Harvey doesn't want to do this show anymore. And it's just him just raging and just not happy to be this. Like, Adam's like, I don't want to do this show anymore. That's the vibes you're giving me.
No, it's not that. I love this show and I love this podcast. I put so much time into this podcast.
Oh,
You're killing my baby.
We're not killing it.
We're not killing it.
If anything, Adam, I'm the draw.
Oh.
Adam, okay, this is a question for you, okay?
Yeah, fine.
Did you go to Bleak Falls Barrow before you ended up in Whiterun?
No, not the first time. The second time I did.
Didn't think you would. Just sticks to the path, doesn't he, Adam? I'm only kidding. I love you. You're a strong individual.
Well, obviously I'm not. Obviously you don't think that.
I do think that. I do. I love you. I'm sorry.
Man, see, over the last 48 hours, JJ has grinded Adam down to a small nub of a human.
I didn't think it was possible to go this deep so quick.
Who would have thought out of the two of us it would be JJ?
I know.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what school did you go for first? Like Dark Brotherhood, Thieves Guild?
Whatever I was told to.
You've really hurt Adam's feelings, JJ.
Oh my god, honestly, I can apologise to you 6 million times.
Please don't make him do that, Adam, because I need to sit here and listen to that.
I've got my map out of Skyrim. I'm going to have a look at it and try and trace my journey to prove that I'm not a simple man. Look, I'm getting it out. Listen to that. Oh, look at that. Listen to that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he actually does have it out.
map.
Mine's over there somewhere.
Did you put yours up in the wall? Because I did when I got Skyrim first.
Oh, yeah, I put it next to my Oblivion map.
I think I had one copy of it that I actually did like annotate, like I was drawing on it and shit, just because I thought it looked cool.
Whoa.
Have you seen the videos of them when they were like designing the map and stuff? They had like it was just like a white canvas on the wall in Bethesda Studios, and they would like as they added bits, it would like grow on the wall, and it was like almost
cool.
like in Stranger Things when Winona Ryder's like Will every 4 minutes, like just drawing shit, and he's like Will. Do you know? This is actually, even though it's a massive like map, it's like 4,000 times smaller than the one in the second Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Daggerfall.
Yeah, Daggerfall. That's all like procedurally generated, though, is it not?
Yeah, it's different, but like the scale of the map
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
ridiculously...
Okay, Breath of the Wild does this very well. It's not about the size of the map, it's about how much you can...
What's in it?
Yeah, it's about what's in it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. No, yeah, I'm not saying that bigger is better. I'm not necessarily saying that.
Well,
No, I'm not arguing with you.
JJ lives by that.
Okay. Let's talk about, like, Daedric artifacts, armors, weapons. What did you think?
I liked I'd say my favourite get-up, and it was the Nightingale armour from the Thieves Guild, because it was like
100%.
fucking medieval Batman, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Weird thing about the Nightingale armor is that the gloves on it are fingerless.
Why? Oh, but he's a little thief. He's going to get his fingerprints caught.
It's gonna get fingerprints all over it.
Even when you're medieval Batman, fashion is important.
Very true.
You've got to look good. You've just had your nails done. You need to get them out.
Michael Caine is doing, giving me a little manicure.
Alfred Stormcloaks giving you the key.
Are you going anywhere nice on your holidays?
I'm going to Morrowland.
What about you guys? What was your armour fucking of choice, boys?
I would spend a lot of time, even though it wasn't as aesthetically pleasing. I just really enjoyed all the my brain's gone. What do we call when we bash things? We make it.
Oh, smithing.
Smithing.
I'd absolutely love that. Like, I would spend so much time just doing that, and I'd just go around collecting all the ores, collecting all the rocks, and then smelting them down, and then just making like 15 daggers in a row for no reason.
Yeah.
I really hope we get some hate mail now from the smithing community, because you've just described it as just, you're just hitting things with hammers. We're going
Just bashing it.
Imagine this, all of those random people in America are actually just a big blacksmithing club, and we've just alienated all of them.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
They're going to mention you on Forged in Fire, just like, this asshole Adam Clayton thinks he can smith anything.
Adam ran it like a shop, so he'd make the armour for other adventurers and then sell it for money. Yeah, JJ, what did you wear?
I rocked ebony mail for the longest time until the DLC came out.
Oh, yeah.
And then you wore that sick horse armour.
Yeah, baby. I put on the
DLC, baby.
the Nordic armor from the DLC. So, like, the one with, like, it was like a bear helmet and stuff. Except I didn't have the bear helmet. I had, the ancient Nord helmet with the two horns that went down. Love that. That was gorgeous.
I like the dragon bone armour you could get. That was good. That was pretty cool.
Dragonbone was amazing. Dragonbone weapons, I love the axe.
I spent my full time over encumbered from fucking carrying the bones of dragons, bones and scales.
Why don't you just give it to Lydia?
Because I had Ayla the Huntress, and I'm a gentleman. She doesn't carry my things.
She doesn't carry your things. That's very true.
I've just opened my Skyrim box. Look what's inside it.
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
Toddception.
Oh my god.
It is now time for the new segment, Fart of the Week.
Shit, yeah.
Fart of the Week. Welcome to Fart of the Week. This is a little break so I can get my sanity back. JJ's going to do us a special fart.
Shall I do different to yesterday's or shall I do yesterday's?
Yesterday's wasn't recorded, so you can do whatever you want. As long as it's different to week one's, I don't care.
Oh, hang on.
Okay.
That's the Fart of the Week, everyone. DM us if you think you know what that part of the body is, and if you know last week's one as well, message us.
Yeah,
on
we need
Instagram.
to. When are we announcing last week's? So we should be announcing now. Or?
Oh, okay, should we announce last week's now?
Yeah, last week's.
Oh, yeah, we'll do it on the episode.
If you were right, okay, last week's one was, drumroll please.
Scooby-Doo.
The inside of my elbow.
The crease of his arm.
The crease of my arm.
If you got that right, well done, there's no prize. And DM us for this week's one.
Congratulations to you, beautiful listener.
Yeah, you've won nothing. If anything, I respect you less for guessing that.
So, let's talk about questing, okay? Skyrim is a weird one for questing because
There's infinite quests.
there's a good 400 hours worth, isn't there? Or 200?
244 quests.
Another settlement needs your help. It's not as bad as that.
I hate to bother you, but another settlement needs your help. Skyrim's main story, main campaign, is, I would argue, it's probably one of the worst arcs you can get in the game.
Are you talking about with the greybeards and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
I guess.
It's not great.
For a long time, I thought the Civil War arc was the main story for a long time.
Really? Wow, that's
When
interesting.
I first played it, I just assumed it was.
I like the thing of bringing the blades back.
Yeah, I liked how you could just choose random kind of like follower people to like recruit as blades. You could get 3 of them. I did a mad roleplay thing where like I was like running around doing quests with these people, like recruiting them, like seeing if they had the metal and like picked the best like 3 that I could find.
Yeah, of the whole Civil War arc. It's not really Civil War, because the Imperials are from Cyrodiil, but they are an empire.
A rebellion.
It's a rebellion, isn't it?
It's a rebellion.
I sided with the Imperials first, because I was really attached to Jarl Bolgraf, who was neutral, but more on the side of the Imperials.
See, I sided with the Stormcloaks first, but now going back knowing that they're just really racist, then I am now.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
You miss a lot of those, yeah.
Well, it's also just like a lot of the time when I was younger, I was just skipping through a lot of the dialogue because there's a lot of talking and I wanted to go and kill people.
Yeah, shout out to those voice actors. Like, Jesus Christ, they had a lot of work.
Like 90 voice actors they had, but it was 60,000 lines of dialogue, so it was a lot. Even though they repeat certain ones about 4 times, don't they? Arrow to the knee.
Like, random NPC encounter, yeah, but like quest stuff, it's all written, it's all good.
You seen the ones where they've left in mistakes? They've left in the bloopers?
The Oblivion one.
Yeah, it's like folk half recording it and then they're like, oh, I messed that one up, can I do it again? And it's like, it's just...
They kept that in for ages. I was a big fan of the DLCs, both DLCs, like the vampire hunting one, sick.
The vampire one was the best one out of the DLCs. I liked Hearthfire, so we could build a house.
Yeah, Hearthfire was good. Hearthfire was fun. Although I didn't much get into it, but it was good. Objectively, it was good. I didn't get into it because I'm all about adventuring. I'm about that adventuring life. I don't want a house. I don't care.
I had a dog following me and I needed somewhere to put it because I didn't want it to die. So I spent a lot of fucking time building a house.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Very gentle. This is another one of Josh's nicer sides we're seeing today.
Believe me, it was fucking hell because we kept getting attacked by shit. And I'm like furiously defending this dog.
Well, that's one of the things that the DLC fixes. So at the end of the Dragonborn DLC, so when you fight the original Dragonborn and stuff, you know, there's like perks you can choose at the end. One of them is that animal NPCs like don't take as much damage. I love that DLC. Going somewhere that wasn't Skyrim felt really good.
Yeah.
Because although there's a difference between like the Reach than there is in the Hold and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it's all Skyrim. Yeah,
it's all Skyrim. So when you went to, I forget what the island's called.
I don't know. I'm unsure. Did you do the optional boss that you could do, the hidden boss, where you took the skull?
Oh yeah.
And you have to put the skull into the throne, don't you? The Karstark. Yeah. He was fucking hard to kill though.
It was
when I got to it, I was like so fucking OP, man. I melted that. Firing arrows into him.
I reckon they should have made a lot of enemies harder, because what the game does is, and well, let's start talking about combat. So what the game does is, as you level up, it scales with you.
Some of them, not all of them.
It does.
Well, not very well then, because it gets to a point and you're just so overpowered, man.
Yeah. You're level 100 in destruction magic, you're level 100 in freaking two-handed, you're level 100 in one-handed, you're level 100 sneaking, you're level 100, yeah.
Smithing.
When you get to that level 50 mark, that's when you just go...
Well, even at like level 30, I was running about like fucking Deadshot, man, with like a bow and arrow, just like one hit and everything.
Pew, pew.
Yeah, man.
Have you guys found, you know, the book Kolb the Dragon in the game?
I think so.
It's how would you describe it? It's like a game in a book, it's like an adventure game book. And like you open it up,
I know
and
what
you
one
can
you
choose
mean.
different pages, and it's almost like a Bandersnatch.
I never bumped into that.
No? Oh, it's pretty fun.
No.
And there we have the magic of Todd Howard.
Oh, Todd Howard,
I think we can all agree the best book series in Skyrim is The Lusty Argonian.
I mean, not safe for work, but hell yeah. It was dead funny though, because it was all innuendo. It was like a carry-on film, but in Skyrim.
How many like hidden bosses did you fight and kill?
almost all of them.
How many do you remember?
I remember Karstarg,
Yeah.
and I remember the golden dragon that you can find.
Is that the one you shoot the orb
Yeah, you shoot the orb.
when you're underground?
Definitely him. I'm just trying to think the secret
There's a
boss.
there's a frozen man or like a frozen thing.
Yeah, it's like a troll of some kind. Did you just do the Reaper when you're in the vampire one?
Oh, I didn't do it, but I've seen videos of it.
I did that one. You fight the Grim Reaper. You know when you're the vampire questline, JJ, and you're in kind of like the netherworld.
Yes.
There's like a series of things you can do, and it triggers a boss fight.
You put your obsidian blocks in a certain configuration, and
You're destroying like certain things, and it triggers a boss fight with the Reaper. Kill him. You don't really get any good loot off him, to be fair.
I've forgotten about that. So, do you know, I haven't actually played the PS4 one as much as I maybe should have. Adam, you say something. I feel like I've spoken
I've not
loads.
got much else to. What else? I'm just looking. I've got something. I'm going to say it really quickly. There's like a Luke Skywalker.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You can find a green glowing sword in a cave, like where there's a dead body that's supposed to be Luke Skywalker hanging from the top. That's pretty fun.
Whoa.
Am I correct in saying that sword's called Chillrend?
That's the blue one, isn't it? It's like in a glass cabinet.
Maybe it's Green Rend.
Green Rend.
Pick up the mighty Green Rend. My other fun thing was looking at the linguistic side of it and how they came to like create the dragon language was pretty cool. Like he listened to a lot of like old English or found a lot of old English textbooks and people deciphering it and how they would say certain things. But the thing I found the coolest was the writing and all the are they runes? What are they?
Yeah, runes.
Yeah, but they were designed to look really scratchy and whatever because they were designed so that a dragon would actually be writing them with their claws.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, with their claws.
I didn't actually think about that. That's pretty cool.
What other fun facts? There's an old lady who plays it called Shirley Curry. She's 90 and she's got a YouTube channel. I think
Oh.
she might be dead now. I'm not sure.
Maybe we'll see her in the Hall of the Dead.
Dead NPC section.
We'll see her in the NPC room.
Shirley Curry's there.
Oh, right. So, how well do you guys think Skyrim has aged? It's been like 9 years.
Flat up, has it aged well? Yes. For the amount that has been ported, fuck no. For the amount of times they've released that game, it has not aged well.
I find even in Fallout 4 there were so many awful glitches. Like I replayed it recently and it's so clunky and so like, and I mean I'm gonna get up and do it now. Okay, I'm gonna take my headphones off. This is what we see.
Oh, do it.
Haha. NPCs running into walls for those at home.
Hello, what was that?
Just explaining to the people that can't see that what that was.
That was me running into a wall with a sword in the air.
Yep.
My issue with Fallout 4 was it was so freaking ugly. It looked worse than Skyrim.
It was darker though. It was post-apocalyptic. I think the reason Skyrim looked so good at the time is because they could use green again.
No, it was the textures. It was the textures in the people.
But they could use like greens and blues in different
No,
ways.
no, come on.
No.
No. I'm like that donkey from Family Guy. No.
There's not even a rebuttal from JJ, it's just no. It's just no, you're wrong.
There's no discussion there. I'm wrong. Thank you. Game Nazi JJ Harding.
Yeah, you got a good point in that they can't use all those colours. But like even if you get the DLCs and there is more colour, it still doesn't look that good.
Even at that, man, just like famously, Bethesda games just don't look good. Like, see their open world ones, they just don't look good. Skyrim probably is the best looking. But even at that, like, it doesn't look amazing. It looked good when I first played it. It doesn't look good.
Imagine Skyrim with Doom's graphics.
You can mod that in.
Yeah, you can mod it. You can mod it pretty solid. I mean, the modding community for Skyrim is crazy. I like how people are making Sky Oblivion, so Oblivion in the Skyrim engine. That's great.
That's pretty
I
good.
love
Do you know they're doing that with Fallout New Vegas and the Fallout 4 engine?
Oh, that'll be fun.
that.
They're making Fallout 4 New Vegas.
Sweet.
I follow it's an Instagram account and they just constantly post like updates on and little clips or little bits they've made in the Fallout 4 engine. Follow it on Instagram, it's really
mate,
cool.
that's class. Game developers should hire these guys. Like, unless they better be already making games, because I feel like talent like that is wasted.
You see things like, I'm going to go back to Pokemon, but like people after like the 5th generation were like doing their own interpretations of certain Pokemon, different evolutions, and then they hired those people for the Detective Pikachu movie to like make the sprites and stuff. It was really cool. There was a guy who was making
That's
like
awesome.
realistic sprites, and then they put them into the film using that guy's stuff.
When is your brother making a Bro You Haven't game?
Oh, yes.
Well, I've suggested, guys, I want to do a trading card game. You're not behind me, but I think it'd be pretty fucking fun.
I think it's too early, bro.
It's not that I don't want to do it. It just seems like it's a whole lot of effort. Whole lot of effort. I think you should talk your brother into making an 8-bit arcade game. An 8-bit arcade game, and you can choose between each of the three of us to play as, and it's like Flappy Bird, where it's just like you're just tapping.
Flappy Birds. How many people killed themselves playing Flappy Birds? It was quite a few.
Not enough.
Oh, man.
Oh, I hated it when Pokemon Go came out and bloody everybody was walking everywhere, and I was like, get the frick out of my nice calm field that I normally walk through.
That was a lot to unpack there, JJ.
Oh, I know.
Alright, Theresa May.
Running through a field of wheat.
Because I'm so naughty.
So naughty.
I'm naughty,
Oh,
Britain.
I'm naughty.
Woo.
Man, she was just the most awkward looking human body I've ever seen in my life.
What do you guys think is a negative thing that came from Skyrim? I've got one.
As in...
Because Skyrim's so influential.
Okay.
Okay, The Witcher.
What?
You take that back, you
Witcher's
fucking
brilliant.
slut.
No.
You wash your mouth out with acid, young man.
I'm joking, I actually haven't played it yet.
What?
Just the full thing of constantly porting the same game and not making it better.
Yeah, I agree with that. GTA 5 again.
Yeah, GTA 5's coming to the new ones.
Oh my god, guys.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
Jesus, man, that's
It's
horrid.
coming to PS5. It was the opening statement of their live stream thingy.
That's the worst thing I've ever hit. No one wants that.
JJ, what's your worst thing about the
Yeah,
game?
what is it you had to say?
Where you talk about a different game. Okay, so like back when Dark Souls wasn't really known about, because that kind of had a glow up after, and like Dragon's Dogma being another one, or like even something like any kind of medieval game or fantasy game, or like Kingdoms of Amalur. Anything would be compared to Skyrim. Like, you'd be talking about a game, and people go, "Oh, is it like Skyrim? Oh, is it like Skyrim? Oh, is it like?" And then you'd be like, "Well, no." But if I don't say yes, it is like Skyrim, you probably won't play it.
That's the thing, though. It's like, I wouldn't say that's wholly negative, because a lot of things...
No, it's not completely negative, but it was a thing of like everybody was playing Skyrim, nobody was playing Dragon's Dogma, and nobody was playing Dark Souls, and they came out in the same year.
But this is the thing, man. This is the thing
because I love Skyrim.
This is
I
the
love
thing.
Skyrim.
If you want companies to keep making really, really actually games that people enjoy and make, then you can't get annoyed when they make a game that everyone wants to play.
know.
You can't have your cake
I
and eat
know.
it, JJ.
I'm not annoyed. It's just a thing of like, oh, it's such a shame that Skyrim is so big that so many other games aren't being played. It's like so many people didn't play Horizon Zero Dawn because it came out at the same time as Zelda.
Yeah, that's the industry, though. That's things that are good often do shine through anyway, like Horizon Zero Dawn. You know what I mean? Like, they'll still find an audience if they're good enough to find it.
Well, I've just started playing it last week, and
He loves it.
I fucking love it. And I'm actually getting quite reasonably okay at it.
No way.
I killed 3 sawtooths
Oh, here's our little boy. Well done.
in the space of 2.5 minutes. I was so proud.
Well done.
I'm impressed. That's better than me. I suck at Horizon Zero Dawn, man. I'm not very good at it.
Oh, but you like Sneaky Archer Sneaky, don't you?
Yeah, I thought you liked Sneaky Archer Sneaky.
There's a lot going on in the screen. It hurts my eyes quite a bit.
So what do we think of Skyrim?
Oh, hold on. Are you excited for the new Elder Scrolls? Whenever that may be.
I mean,
Yes.
yes.
I've been excited for years. I've been excited since 2011.
Am I correct in saying it's Hammerfall? Have they announced yet where it's set?
They haven't really announced what they've. That's the working title.
People are speculating I thought people were speculating that it was elsewhere, where the Khajiits are from.
I think people are saying
I
Hammerfall
was
now.
hearing Hammerfall.
Oh, because they've already done an Elder Scrolls Hammerfall, so that's...
Then I might be talking shit.
Yeah. Well, it was called Redguard, but it was set in
Yeah,
Hammerfall.
but I don't know then. Might be elsewhere.
What would you like to see in it? I'd like to see better graphics. I'd like to see Less people running into walls.
Well, guys.
Make a different engine, Bethesda, please.
We all know this is going to get ported like fuck because Todd Howard's already came out and said the next Elder Scrolls, they're aiming for it to be have a playing time of 10 years.
Wow.
Literally, he said that and like live. That's such an outlandish claim. Like that you're going to be able to play this for a decade.
Have you seen that Todd and Elon Musk are like best mates now, and they're porting like they've got like Cuphead on the Tesla cars and stuff, so you can like sit in.
You can play Skyrim in Tesla.
Not yet. They said it's going to happen next year. I know it's Todd Howard. It might be lies, but they said you're going to be able to play Skyrim in the car, like on the screen.
Each of us describe Skyrim.
Here's how we'll do this. Describe Skyrim as if you're describing it to someone that's never played it, but like the worst way you possibly can. Like describe it as worse as possible, but with it being still Skyrim.
Who's going first?
I can go first. Escaped convict runs around shouting at lizards.
Very good. I like that. Man with arrow in knee, intelligent lizards, dragons talking, and then I get really upset because we've had to record this episode twice.
Was that like an AI that did that for you? That was like one of those things like type I want to and then let autocorrect fill in the rest.
Yeah. That's what I was going for there.
JJ.
In the last game, you closed holes. In this game, you read glowing words.
Nice, I like it. What's a 10 out of 10 rating?
For me, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
Whoa, harsh.
Harsh. I love the game. I think it's really good fun, and it's a game that you can come back to whenever you want. It's excellent. There's so much in it. You can just keep going and going and going. But it's not my favourite thing.
JJ.
Oh man, I don't know, because I love it so much. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. It's a solid experience. Like, I've got so little faults with Skyrim. Like, I can't think of anything I don't like about it.
Yeah.
Which surely qualifies for a 10 out of 10. I think it's great. It's got that Viking aesthetic, which I love. It's the fantasy setting. It's just beautiful. The combat's, like, for the time was pretty good. This is, like, for the time, I think 10 out of 10.
I'm going to give it 10 Todd Howards out of 10, right? Sheerly because it's the only way I can justify the amount of times I've paid for this game.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, 100%, yeah.
I can't wait for us to do a Champion of Champions episode where we get all our 10 out of 10s together and we can fight them into the death.
Ooh, yes.
In a battle royale combat scenario.
Yeah, we can put them in an arena.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to the shortest episode of the Bro You Haven't podcast, clocking in at 15 minutes. Because we had a massive breakdown and argument. This one has actually taken 2 hours to record, but thank you so much, and we'll be back next week.
See ya!
Thank you very much.
Lots of love. Bye.
Deuces.
Thank you for listening to the Bro You Haven't podcast. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Bro You Haven't Pod for updates on future episodes and more. If you like this week's episode, you can catch our other episodes on Spotify, Acast, and YouTube. On behalf of myself, Adam, and Josh, have a lovely week. Goodbye.